Welcome to another production of ParkTV 16 Sports on Location. Tonight, we are back in St. Louis Park, bringing you girls section final basketball. The Red Knights of Benilde-St. Margaret's in the 6th AAA girls basketball final at home at the Hobbin Center, taking on the Delano Tigers, the number 2 seed in this section. And look at the Tigers. They are 27-1 on the year, and they're still the number 2 seed. Amazing. Their only loss coming on Saturday, January 27th against St. Peter. My name is Robert Christensen. I'm glad you're with us. This place is jam-packed. And right now we're announcing the reserves from both the Delano Tigers and the Red Knights. And we'll be getting the starting lineups in a minute. And even though the Red Knights have more losses on the year, they really are undefeated since December 22nd when Olivia Olson, the All-American Michigan recruit, came back after a wrist injury. She's back. They haven't lost since before Christmas. Delano has only lost once, and they may have been asleep that game. And there is a huge crowd here from Delano. I would say it's 50-50 in terms of fan support. There must be 2,000 people in this gym. I had to park in St. Paul, I think, to get here, it felt like. And we're about to begin here, and this is really exciting. The Red Knights are the defending state champions of 3 AAA. Delano, a huge athletic community with a strong winning tradition, coming in here on the road, the number 2 seed. And these two teams did not play each other during the year, so I think it's anybody's game tonight. It's just what you want in a championship game, in a section final. And many people argue that better than the state tournament are the section finals in any sport, because getting to the state tournament matters the most. Nope, they're still announcing the reserves here. The mascot is here, bands are here, and all the people you'll see in the crowd in white, they're the Delano fans, and obviously everyone in red are the Red Knight fans. Again, glad you're with us here as we're streaming on ParkTV 16 Sports as we're getting all the reserves in, and you'll see some of them later on. There's Olivia Olson in your screen, the number 1, the All-American. That is so rare. Only 24 players in the country get the designation of All-American. She's going to Michigan, and by the way, the Minnesota Gophers women's team is in the Big Ten tournament in Minneapolis. They're taking on Michigan tonight at 8 o'clock. It is sports mecca in Minnesota this week. You got the women's Big Ten tournament. Next week, you got the men's Big Ten tournament. You got the Final Four in hockey coming up in April, but the best place to be and the best sports event tonight is right here in St. Louis Park on the campus of Benilde-St. Margaret's. And now the lineups. And they are announcing Kendall McGee, and there is a story there, folks. She is a stellar player, and she missed out all year in the semifinals of the state tournament last year. She tore her knee up. It's taken her out all year. I hope to see her back next year, and she is sorely missed on the Red Knight team. But so far, they are persevering without her, and now we're going to get the starters. Alternating. That is number 1, Lexi Champeau, 8 points per game average. Matching against her. And there she is, the All-American, McDonald's, Olivia Olson, 23.8 points per game. She needs no introduction. If you follow girls high school sports, you know Olivia Olson. And this is her last home game in her career, folks. Now number 12, Taylor Toole, captain, senior for Delano. And now a freshman, Sydney Friedley. She averages 11.3, just a freshman out there showing the balance across the classes for the Red Knights. Nora Danielson, senior forward, averaging 11 a game. checking in for the Delano Tigers. Zahara Bishop, number 5. She averages 16 a game. That is number 24, Abby Patilla. She averages 14.7. And there is another freshman, number 13, lights out, Presley Watkins. She averages 9.5. And now for the Tigers, senior guard, Cassie Wegman. She averages 9.4. And Kate Kastner, number 33, the junior, she's averaging 7.7. And those are our starting lineups. Again, we're at the Hobbins Center, about to begin the section final, and the electricity in this building could not be at a more high pitch than right here. And I've also been asked to make an announcement that part of our crew here, and they don't get enough accolades, I'm the one that's doing all the talking, but I've been told that Leah Danielson, she is in the producer's box tonight. And I have an announcement to make that Leah Danielson has been a part of ParkTV live productions for the past 6 years. She's moving on to a different department within the city of St. Louis Park, so it's going to end her duties here, but she's been an instrumental part of these broadcasts, I can't tell you. And we wish her well in her new job. And Leah, it's been great to know you. I hope to stay friends with you going forward, and thank you for your contributions. It's been an awesome experience. But right now we're back and it's center court. Olivia Olson at the center. She gets the tip, and it's taken by Delano's number 20. That is Noah Danielson. Now at the top of the key. Delano with the first possession. That is Sydney Schmidt, the senior guard. And good defense by the Red Knights. And if you heard my broadcast before, I talked to you about how great the Red Knights defense is. We talk a lot about offense and all kinds of sports, but defense wins championships, and the Red Knights defense has been relentless all year. They've always done a full court press underneath to Olivia Olson. The reverse layup, can't get it to go. Rebound into the hands of Delano. Now across, no press there, especially on the missed shot. The turnaround jump shot from the lane made. Number 24, Abby Patilla, the sophomore guard, gets Delano on the board first. Now into the front court. No press by Delano. That's number 5, Bishop. And she gets that to go. We're tied at 2. Just 1 minute into it. We're watching ParkTV 16 Sports. Glad you're with us. Now into the front court. Outlet pass to the wing. That's number 12 with it. And the turnover, Red Knights. Kate Kastner down low and overshoots Sydney Friedley. That's got to be the adrenaline, and that's one of the things as a player you got to manage in these big-time games. You can feel the energy, and it can impact you, and that pass was a reflection of that. Now here's the full court press by the Red Knights. This is what they've done all year long. Now Olivia Olson at midcourt, and the Delano Tigers, I'm sure they've watched film on the Red Knights full court press, and they've worked on this in practice, and they're able to get it across the line in time, that first time facing it. Now the handoff to number 1, Champeau, underneath, and she lays it in. 4-2 our score early on. Now Olivia Olson brings it up the court, drives the lane, throws the shoulder, gives it off the lane, gets her own rebound, puts it back up and in. And she goes down, and she'll be all right. 4-4 our score. Delano now brings it up. Across the timeline, number 34, Sydney Schmidt. She's their point guard. Now 2-0, Lexi Champeau. Tight man-to-man defense. It looks like they might be in that matchup zone defense, which looks like a man-to-man, but it's really a zone. And now the ball out of bounds, and it goes off the Red Knights. Watkins. Delano will retain possession. 11 seconds on the shot clock. A new rule this year in high school sports as we look at that replay, and number 0, Lexi Champeau, puts it in. Now inlet pass, 10 seconds on the shot clock. Driving the lane, that's gonna be a travel on number 20 for Delano, Nora Danielson. We're tied at 4. This is gonna be nip and tuck all night long here. Glad you're with us. on Park TV 16 Sports. Watkins now into Friedley. No pressure by Delano. Friedley now at the point guard. The Red Knights, they changed that out. There isn't just one set point guard. Everybody plays point guard for the Red Knights. It's a rotating job. Now Olivia Olson on the block. Right time, third shot off the board and in. And that's going to get her going. 6-4 Red Knights. Now Delano. Their head coach off the bench. His name is Scott Arell, calling out the play now at the point guard position. That's Sydney Schmidt. She runs everything. Now number 12, Taylor Toole, the captain, in underneath, loose ball, but it gets in the hands of Champeau, and she gets her second consecutive hoop, and it's 6-6 as we approach 15 minutes, first half. Winner goes to the state tournament, and Olivia Olson off the back rim, off the boards, rebound into the hands of Toole. Taylor Toole ahead to number 20, Danielson, into the front court. Gives it up to Schmidt. Schmidt now drives the lane, past the free throw line, comes in, blocked by Kastner. She gets the rebound, and they're going to call a jump ball. And the possession arrow favors the Red Knights, so turnover against Delano. And I'm here in the stands. There's that replay off the board and in by Olivia Olson, and now she'll bring the ball up and play the point guard position. And Delano, I am in their section. They are standing the whole game. Now Kastner. Watkins to the near side. That's number 5, Bishop. I haven't seen her. We've done a couple games lately. She hasn't been playing. I didn't get the 911. Nice pass underneath. Double teamed and the foul. First one of the game going to be called on number 32, Cassie Wegman. First team foul. And it'll be a non-shooting foul, so a throw-in underneath for the Red Knights. 20 seconds on the shot clock as we look at that replay. And Watkins will throw it in underneath as they call the play. Number 1. Kastner flashes underneath into Olson on the one-timer. She can't get it to go. Rebound into the hands of Taylor Toole. Toole now gets double-teamed in backcourt, almost stolen by Friedley. And they're going to call the foul on Friedley as she caught her forearm. As number 34, Stacy Schmidt, or excuse me, that's Abby Patilla. You know, she has that long ponytail, and I can't see the 3 from the 2, and there's 2 players that are 34 and 24, so I've got her name wrong, I apologize. I think I've got it straight now. Okay, now into the front court, number 20, Nora Danielson. Almost a carry, but she hands it off to Patilla. Number 24, she comes in, lowers the shoulder, gets contact, and the foul's going to be called on Bishop. That'll be her first personal, team second. Here's that replay, lowers the shoulder. Had Bishop been set, that would have been a charge, but she wasn't. And a smart play by Abby Patilla, the sophomore guard. She averages 14.7, and she adds to that with their first made free throw and a 1-point lead. Just under 14 minutes to go. Again, glad you're with us here on Park TV 16 Sports. There's the second one, and in. And this is the stiffest competition that I've seen the Red Knights play all year long. And this is exactly as it should be. Now Olivia Olson on the block. Spin move, up and in. Can't get it to go. Underneath, Kate Kastner with a stellar rebound and putback. And offensive rebounds is a key stat, and Olson putting it all out there, literally going horizontal on that to steal it. You think she doesn't want to win tonight? Especially after that miss, but look at Kastner right in there. Nobody blocked her out, and she took advantage. 8-8 our score. Now to the wing, Danielson. Tight man-to-man defense on the block. Taylor Toole can't get it to go, but another foul on the Red Knights. It's going to be called on Kate Kastner. And the Red Knights, they're quickly accumulating a couple fouls here. Right on the block, turnaround. Boy, that was a touch foul there. I'm not so sure, and I don't think Miss Kastner agreed either. We didn't have the best angle, but it didn't look like much there. So that gives you an indication of how the referees are calling it. That's a miss. Taylor Toole, senior captain, at the line for her second attempt. And that's an FYI if you're the Red Knights. If you get to a point in this game where you need to foul somebody, she missed 2. And I'm not sure what's being called here. Are they calling her in the lane early? That rarely gets called. They're gonna give her another shot. And boy, the calls are very favorable for Delano so far tonight. Rarely do you see that called. Point. We'll see if this comes down to 1 point. We can look back and see if that was the difference maker. 3 to make 2. She made 1. Now the Red Knights in the front court. Friedli. Her team down 1 as we approach 13 minutes to go. Now the handoff to Watkins from way outside. The first 3-point of the game off the mark. Delano now on the transition. Patilla to Champeau. Drives the lane inside. Short jump shot off the rim. Friedli with the rebound. Now Olivia Olsen across front court. She's going all the way. You can feel it all the way. She can't get it to go. Little cold to start here for the All-American. Now Delano into the front court. Patilla drives the whole way, comes in, no call, rebound Olivia Olsen. She's in transition, 2-on-2. Behind the back dribble, comes in underneath the caster, and there's gonna be a foul called and the push. I think it's gonna be called on Taylor Toole. We'll see what the call is. Taylor Toole, number 12, and there was the previous play for Delano. That's the team's second for Delano. Red Knights with 3 team fouls. There is Najee. Corner Olsen from outside, and there she goes. She was cold, but she hits the first 3 of the night, and it's 11-9 Red Knights. And now here comes Delano. That is number 24, Patilla. Oh, the give and go underneath worked perfectly as they burn the defense on that. What a brilliant play that was. Delano ties it at 11. 4 bones on the scoreboard. Now Watkins. Great ball handling skills. Kassner to Olsen. Olsen now backs up. She hit 1-3, hit another one. She's hot. Give her the ball. Now Delano. Down low and just tipped away by Friedli. Great defense by the freshman there. If you love great basketball competition, you've come to the right place here at ParkTV 16 Sports. Look at that brilliant play. Beautiful. All right, now Delano, 26 seconds on the shot clock, 11:36 to go. Underneath, Taylor Toole with the left hand. Got the nice flash there, midway into the driving lane, turned around, put it back in. Now Watkins drives up off the board and in. What a beautiful drive from outside by Presley Watkins. One of 2 freshmen that starts for the Red Knights. Now on the far wing, Patilla drives the lane. Bounce pass underneath. Kassler was there to deflect it out of bounds. Good defense by the Red Knights. Timeout now, 11-10. And now checking in for Delano. Here's that replay. Watkins, watch this drive, folks. I loved how she brought the ball up and brought it back down. It's a way to keep the defense off balance. Get her some room to put that shot up. Now Patilla from way outside, way off the mark. She's trying to answer in the 3-point category. The Red Knights have 2 threes tonight, both by Olivia Olsen. Now Friedli at the baseline, kicks it back out to Bishop, number 5. She's at the top of the key. Tight man-to-man defense and stolen by Delano. Great defense by the Grace Danielson, who just checked in. And from outside, Toole can't get it to go. Olsen with the rebound. She's off to the races now. Across midcourt, drives the lane, pops up, stops, can't get it to go. So her close range shots aren't going her way so far tonight, but her 3-point range is dead on tonight. Now Patilla stops, bounce pass to Champeau. Now Taylor Toole on the outside, drives, gets cut off by Najee in the baseline, and that's exactly what you want to do on defense. You don't give up the baseline, and that's why. Now Bishop kicks it out to Watkins. She makes the 3. The freshman has 5 tonight. And the Red Knights are up by 6, just like that at home. Now Delano drives the lane. Patilla kicks it out to Toole with a 3-point shot, and that's good. Their first 3 of the night, and they answer right when they needed to. Taylor Toole, the senior captain, delivers. Now Bishop at the top of the key. Drives the lane on the left hand. What a nifty drive that was. Absolutely gorgeous. Now Patilla slowing it down, and this has been a rapid paced game here. Look at Watkins. These are two heavyweights in the Section 6 finals. Taylor Toole in the corner. She made one from the one corner, trying to duplicate it on the other side. Rebound, almost taken away by Delano. She goes down. Red Knights have numbers. They go down to Sydney Friedley. She's at the block, hands it off to Olsen. Blocked by Toole. Great defense by Delano. Now they come back in transition. Patilla to the right wing, driving, number 32. That was Wegman, and that's off the rim. Now Najee with the rebound. She'll bring it up, and we got a whistle and a timeout. The first one of the night is going to be taken by Coach Tim Ellefson of the Red Knights. And what a frenetic atmosphere it is in St. Louis Park tonight. And look at that pass underneath. And then the give to Olsen as she saw, and then the block by Taylor Toole. Good stuff, as they used to say. And there are the Red Knights, and they are a little less enthusiastic. I mean, no, they're enthusiastic. They're just less likely to show it. But these Delano, I'm right in the student section here, and they are all standing. Although if I look to the left, the student section, they're all standing too. And all the parents are there at the Benilde section. They're standing to the right of me, which is where that camera angle is. Delano, they're all standing, and then all the parents on the other side, they're all sitting, which makes sense. Nevertheless, I played in some basketball tournaments that were jam-packed against Chaska, and there would be waiting lines to get in, jam-packed gyms just like this, and it really doesn't get any better than this in terms of basketball, high school entertainment. All right, now Watkins in the front court. They've got a 5-point lead at home. Kastner to Friedley on the wing. Olsen, nice ball rotation here. And that might have been what Coach Tim Ellefson wanted to change. That shot from the outside off the mark. Again, the adrenaline is something you need to manage, and it's not easy to do in a game that's this charged with energy. Now to the front court. That is number 24, Abby Patilla. Down low to Toole, and she can't get it to go. Olsen with the rebound, and then the reach-in foul. It's going to be called on number 2, Grace Danielson, the senior guard, and that's going to be Delano's third team to match the Red Knights' third team foul, her first personal. And there it is right there. She knew it. It's one of those things when you're in the moment, you're trying to get every rebound, because they all matter when it comes to these types of championship games. Now Olivia Olsen, and these women know it. Now Friedley looking for Olsen, goes across. Wow, good look down to Bishop. She was covered. Kastner wide open from the top of the key. And there's another 3 for the Red Knights, and now they have an 8-point lead. And that is the significant difference tonight, is the Red Knights are hitting threes and the Delano Tigers are not. And that's the difference in the score so far early on. And there is Patilla with the drive and in. And they answer right back, and that's been important for the Delano Tigers. Each time they've gotten down a little bit, both times they've come down and scored to even the energy. And now Olivia Olsen. Bishop to the near side, that's Friedley. Looks down to Olivia Olsen. She's a little far outside the block. She's still gonna drive. They gave it the baseline. She can't get it to go. Boy, the short shots have confounded her tonight. And Friedley with the rebound, the freshman. She is tough with the left hand. Sneaks one in, and if she gets hot, it's gonna spell trouble for the Delano Tigers. Now inbounds, and the nice inbounds bounce pass was to Danielson, and then the putback by Taylor Toole, number 12. She is definitely making an impact tonight. Bishop drives with the left hand. That's her second drive down the left side of the lane. That is clearly her sweet spot. And now number 24, Abby Patilla. Her team down 8, 6:41 to go. Quick moving first half in the 6th AAA final. Spinning, Taylor Toole looks for the shot. Kastner all over her. Tried to get the back door to number 32, Wegman, and they couldn't quite connect. Good defense by Olivia Olsen. And now we're gonna have a timeout. The first one of the night by Scott Errol. As we look at the defense by Kastner and the putback by Taylor Toole, she's having a great night for the Tigers, and now our second timeout of the night. And I'm looking down. As you're looking at the crowd, I'm looking at the head coach, Scott Arville, and he is really letting his thoughts be known. And there's Coach Tim Ellison. And he is letting out all his wisdom here. 28-20 our score. I actually believe that these section finals are more important than the state tournament. Getting there is a prize in and of itself. I'd rather lose a state tournament game than a section final if I was playing. If I ever had the good fortune in my history to have played in one of these games, I would hate to lose this one. All right, now here comes Zahara Bishop at the top of the key. And I don't know where she's been the last few weeks. She might have been injured, and now underneath, and they're gonna call the foul, and that could have gone either way. Obviously, the visiting crowd, Delano Tigers, thought that should have been a jump ball, and they're gonna call the foul right here. Judge for yourself. I would have called that a jump ball, being objectively reasonable. Could have been a foul too. Sometimes it's very subjective, and you gotta overcome the bad calls or however you view that. And you can see the head coach right there in your foreground giving an earful to the referee about what he thinks about it. And that's part of the game. You gotta work the refs a little bit. As long as you're respectful, it's all okay. Now Olivia Olsen across to Watkins. She was open, but she scribbled on it, but she still let it go and got it to go. Cool hand, Luke Watkins. She's a freshman. Big pressure game, having a night. Now at the top of the key, Taylor Toole. She's having a night. Spin move, bounces it off. Kate Kastner played good defense. Ball loose, jump ball called, and the possession arrow favors the Tigers of Delano. And here's that flag. Look at, she lost control of it. Then the defender came in, and she still put it up there as if nothing happened. You can't teach that kind of poise. All right, now trying to throw it in. They finally get it in. Now the handoff back to Patilla. Patilla now running the show. Tries to drive Watkins, gets by, loses control for a second. Wisely kicks it out. 6 seconds on the shot clock now. 4, 3, 2. They got to get it off. Quickly they do. They throw up a prayer, and the rebound, and the horn sounded before the ball hit the rim. So that's a shot clock violation turnover. And the Red Knights have the ball with an 11-point lead with 5:30 to go. And the Delano Tigers are looking for answers right now. They certainly don't want to get down any further. There's 5:29 to go. And they don't want to go into halftime down anymore. All right, outside Friedley, and she is good as that rounds around and in. Now they go to Taylor Toole, and that was a little bit of a desperation pass, I felt. They're looking for that home run, and I think if you're Delano, you got to stick to your game plan. Friedley lets that go. Both freshmen, Friedley and Watkins, shooting from the 45-degree angles from three-point land. 6 points right there. They're up 14, and that is the story tonight with the Red Knights from three-point land and their defense. And right now, the Delano Tigers have no answers. Bishop scores. Turnaround jump shot in the lane. Now Patilla comes up, her team down 16 with 4:46 to go. She comes in, and she gets the foul. It's going to be called on Watkins, and that was a good move for Patilla. Got to stop the bleeding here, stop the clock, try to get some points with no time coming off. And if I'm coaching Delano, you want to try to just, little victories, try to cut the lead in half before halftime, then try to get it back in the second half. Don't want to look at trying to get it all back in one possession, because you can't do that. And that's what I think was happening a little bit with the Tigers, especially on that last couple seconds ago where they threw it all the way down. And there's a tendency to want to do that because it's painful to be down this much, and you want to end it, and you want to throw a home run like that. but that can lead to turnovers. And now there is a turnover. Oh, and there's a push by Bishop. She's going to get ejected. Yeah, she's gone. No, they're going to let her stay in, but it's going to be a technical foul. She's lucky she's staying in, I feel. That just tells you how much emotion is involved in this game. So that'll be the 15th foul, and technical shots are going to be awarded to Delano, and that is number 24, Abby Patilla, and Bishop is going to have a seat, as she should, just to calm down a little bit. And Patilla, she's got to make those if they want to get in this thing, especially on the road. Free throws are going to be critical. Well, they're always critical for both teams, and they're going to get the side out here. So this is an opportunity for the Tigers to take advantage. Now Najee will check in. Sydney, or that is going to be checking out number 14, Mirabelle Wismer, who had checked in earlier. I forgot to mention that. Now the inbounds pass for Delano, and a made basket this trip down will definitely get their confidence back in. That's number 21, Iverson. And Olsen, the reach in, and they're going to call the foul. She protests it. And right now, the Red Knights' emotions might be getting the best of them if they're not careful here. Boy, I don't know. I don't blame her for being a little disagreeable with that call. It looked like she didn't get much there. And now from behind, and Tim Ellison showing some emotion on the sideline. You think this game isn't intense? Absolutely it is. That's what competition's all about. Now Friedley into Watkins to the near side. Kasser passes on the shot. Friedley passes on the shot. Drives it out to Najee. Takes the three. Off the rim. Rebound Olsen. Comes up. She was grabbed before the shot. And she pushes the ball away. The visiting crowd wants a technical on that. They're not going to get it. And the foul's going to be called right here. This is Big Ten rough basketball, let me tell you what. All right, throw in underneath. 13-point lead for the Red Knights, 4:10 to go. Successfully inbounds. Friedley from outside with the three. In and out. Rebound. Champeau. That's Lexi Champeau, the sophomore. Now into the front court. Champeau drives, turns around. Can't get it to go. Beautiful move on Watkins. She left herself wide open, couldn't get it to go. Now Olivia Olsen with a spin move. Off the rim, she goes down. They're gonna call the block on Taylor Jewell. That's gonna be the team's 6th. And Olivia Olsen will go to the line. What's the movie from way back? There Will Be Blood. This game reminds me of that movie title. You can't beat the competition. Olsen from the line. You have to imagine that the energy spinning inside all these players is at a fever pitch, and that really is the ability to stay calm in these high-pressure situations is really the key. All right, here comes Patilla into the front court. Drives, Watkins, stops, turns around with the jump shot, can't get it to go. Watkins with the rebound, she'll bring it up. They're all point guards. She goes down to Najee. Beautiful pass. Now Olsen streaks in, draws the foul. She'll go to the line and shoot two again. That stops the clock with 3:25 to go. What a great pass. That looked like J.J. Jefferson catching that in the end zone, did it? Najee reaching for that, and the pass looked like a quarterback wide receiver connection. Now Olsen. She missed her last two. See if she's calmed down. She has. This is great training for her. She's going to be at Michigan next year. Her team is playing at the Target Center in 30 minutes. What a transition it'll be for her. This year she's playing in Benilde-St. Margaret's. Next year she's going to be playing the Target Center potentially for Michigan. Her last home game. It's going to be probably very emotional for her. For that reason alone, understandably. Okay, now Patilla. No, that's, excuse me, number 32, Wegman. Now Patilla. Looks for the bounce pass, gives it up to Lexi Champeau. She picks up her dribble, bounce pass underneath. Beautifully done. That might be the best play I saw tonight. Addie Iverson just taking that pass, number 21, and able to put it up there in traffic, and the pass itself was brilliant. And now Friedley from way outside, that's short, and now the push underneath. Najee, and no one saw it. She got away with that one. And the visiting crowd, they saw it. Friedley from way outside, short of everything, and there's the push right there. No one saw it except the crowd. Now with it, number 20, Danielson. Wow, the emotions, I've never seen the emotions running this high. And there is a coach off the bench for Delano. He's working the ref on the near sideline here. And the differential has been about 13 for the last several minutes. There they are. And here is Watkins to the near wing. Kastner down low. She had her on her hip, and the great defense by Delano. Are you kidding me? She blocked the All-American on the block who had position. And now Delano, can they capitalize on that momentum? And there's the push by Najee, no call. Danielson recovers before it went over the line. Now with it, Lexi Champeau. Top of the key, Patilla, 15 on the shot clock. 2:02 to go in the first half. In the corner, Danielson. That was a desperate pass. Watkins intercepts it. Olsen pulls up at the three-point line. Now Watkins from three, land off the back rim. Rebound, nice position by Danielson. Nice outlet, pass to Patilla. She brings it across the line. Drives on Najee, draws the foul. She'll go to the line and shoot two. And now that'll be the 7th team foul. Both teams in the bonus now with 7 apiece. Yeah, she's just going in there trying to make something happen. And she did. Najee with the foul. Both teams have 4 timeouts left, but only 1:39 to go. Fast moving half here. 38-25, Patilla makes it. If you're a Delano Tiger fan watching this, if you can cut it to 10 or less before halftime, that would be a huge momentum booster going into that locker room. Now they're down 11, 1:39 to go here. These are critical 2 minutes here, as will be the first few minutes of the second half. Let's see what happens. Olsen on the block, turn shot, gets that one to go. She's been struggling from close into the range, but that one she gets to go. And she might be finding her touch right around the rim. And that spells trouble if you're a Delano Tiger fan, if Olivia Olsen gets hot there. Now the shot, good defense by the Red Knights. They're up 13 with 1:11 to go. Najee drives, oh, and they're gonna call the foul. And I thought that was a good strip there, but it's gonna be called on number 33. Caitlin Champeau. Well, I thought she got all ball there. Nevertheless, Najee at the line. Well, that'll be a shooting foul, won't it? She gets it to go. And the second, nothing but net. 15-point lead here, 1:08 to go. Delano hanging tough here. Now in the corner. Picks up her dribble, she's got trouble. Could be a 5-second call if she doesn't get rid of it. Olsen takes it away. What defense by Olivia Olsen. Now with the pass to Najee. Another JJ catch, Friedley from the outside. That would have been unbelievable if she had made that. Najee underneath, power dribble, goes up, no call. Thought there might have been contact, and it's out of bounds. Red Knights retain possession. 20 seconds on the shot clock, 40.8 in the half. They're up 15 with possession. Now the throw in underneath. Friedli on the baseline, got a little room and she stepped out of bounds. The referee was right there on the call. Turnover, 37.4 to go. Right here, she got that baseline. Did she step out of bounds? Boy, hold on. I'm not sure I saw that way, but that was the call. Now at the top of the key, number 32, Wegman. In, and Patilla delivers. Big time shot off the board and in. Down 13, which is kind of where they've been for the last several minutes. 10 seconds, so Olivia Olson and the Red Knights will go for the last shot, of course. And she'll take it from way outside off the back rim. Rebound, Delano, 2 seconds. They can let it go. My goodness, it almost went. And what a boost that would have been for the Tigers. But nevertheless, it's off the rim and it's a 13-point differential. That is our score at halftime. You're watching ParkTV 16 Sports. Don't go away. Come on back for half number 2.
In Iraq, our truck hit a roadside bomb. I had about 16 surgeries on my hand so that I could regain function. And when I came home, I needed a new roof due to a storm. And my electrical was deemed unsafe. And I was about to lose homeowners insurance as well. I didn't really know where to go in order to get help. And so I applied for Operation Homefront Critical Financial Assistance Program. They've really been a blessing. Operation Homefront is a safety net. A lot of veterans, they fall through the cracks sometimes, and Operation Homefront, they catch us. It's been a blessing to us. It's a blessing to other veteran families, and it's good to know that when we come home, there are people who are there that care about us and want to see us do well and want to see us succeed, and we feel it, and we appreciate that. I would say you guys are angels behind closed doors.
Oh, we're back. ParkTV 16 Sports on location. Guess where we are? We're at the Section 6 AAA final featuring the Red Knights of Benilde-St. Margaret's trying to return to the state tournament. Is it the third year in a row? For sure the second year in a row, and the reason why we know that is the number 1 seed in this section is also the defending state champions, and they are in control here as we're about to begin half number 2. They're up 13, which is where this lead has been for probably the last 5, 6, 7 minutes of the first half. Delano had a chance to come back after halftime. We're going to see if they change up their strategy, but the intensity in this gymnasium at the Hobbin Center in Red Knight territory has been at a fever pitch since an hour before the game. The parking lots everywhere are full. I was joking, I think I had to park in St. Paul to get here tonight. All right, now here we go, second half. Winner goes to the state. Olivia Olson's last home game, the All-American. Let's see what happens. I'm Robert Christensen, glad you're with us. That's Taylor Toole, that bounce pass, and a turnover to start the half. Not the way the Tigers wanted it to begin. And Zahara Bishop will pass it into Friedli. 18 minutes on the clock. Let's go. Second half. Target Center is their next game if they win. And Olsen. Boy, what a great start for the All-American. Especially underneath. She was struggling in the first half with those short shots, and that time she sent a message. She's got it down. Now Friedli with the steal. The freshman with the left hand. She's got an angle to the basket. Can't get it to go. Good defense from behind by Lexi Champeau. And a foul's going to be called on the rebound against the Red Knights. That'll be the first team foul. There's the rebound. Ball grabbed by Cassie Wegman, number 32. And I believe that was called on Olsen. I think it's her second personal, something to pay attention to if she gets to 3, if I'm right about that. Taylor Toole underneath. Oh, bad luck for her. That was a nice effort. with Kate Kastner right in her face. In and out. Now Kastner, will she add insult to injury with the three? Can't get it to go. Danielson with the rebound. Patilla into the front court. Her team down 15. They've got to get it going here sooner or later. Bounce pass underneath the Taylor. I love those nifty short bounce passes. Now Taylor gets the baseline. Kastner able to cut her off. Bounce pass underneath. Can't get it to go, and rebound. And a jump ball. Kastner able to get it, and she causes the turnover with the jump ball and the possession arrow favoring the Red Knights. And now the throw in underneath, Olivia Olson. Olson now. Playing the point guard, drives, stops, shoots, off the back rim, rebound, into the hands of number 32, Cassie Wegman. Almost lost it on the outlet pass, and they do recover. Now Patilla brings it across the line, finds a lane, comes in, and they are not getting the bounces to go underneath. They've missed 4 in a row underneath. That's a killer for Tigers, and then Olivia Olson with her second basket of the second half. Puts them up 17, their largest of the game, and now she lost her dribble. She's stuck, able to get some help, and now a timeout taken by Tim Ellefson with his team up 17. Obviously, there's some message he wants to impart. Oh, I thought there was a timeout. Looked like Ellefson called one. I'm not sure what the whistle was for now. As we look at the bracket, there is the section tournament. And you got the two best teams, the number 1 and number 2 seeds. And that's kind of what you want. You want the two best teams in the championship, and that's what you got right here. And the crowd is unbelievable here tonight. Now, rebound. Delano, they've got to get it going here. Get some baskets to fall. Now at the top of the key, Taylor Toole. 27 on the shot clock, under 15, or 15 and a half to go, second half. In the wing, taken by 21, Addie Iverson. Now outside, Taylor Toole. She looked like she was wishing that. And out of bounds, off Delano, and Danielson can't believe it. Let's see what the replay shows. Off the rim, Olson, and that looked like it went off Olson, but you never know. Referee had a better angle. Now underneath, she had her on her hip, back to create on the ground. Friedley comes up with it, a whistle, and I'm not sure what it's gonna be for. Could have been anything. Could have been traveling, a foul, a jump ball. Jump ball. It is a brawl out here tonight, actually. That's how it feels. Like West Side Story. What are the West Side Story gangs? The Jets? I can't remember the other one. The Jets and the Sharks, that's what it is. Thank you, Paul, our producer. I should have paid attention better in English class in high school when we read that play. But that's what this feels like, the Jets and the Sharks, and that's great. What a great drama, and what great drama it is here tonight at the Hobbins Center. Now we do have a timeout as well. So we had a jump ball and a timeout, so I wasn't wrong on either one of them for once. All right, now following the timeout, 15:05 to go, 17-point differential. You get the feeling if the Tigers can start getting their shots to go, they might make a game of this more. It's still a great game. You don't feel that it's that, the lead is that much. 17 just seems like a tremendous amount, but with the three-point shot, and if a player gets hot, you can cut that in a hurry in basketball. Now Olson, she went down on her own. She's gonna argue she got pushed, and that's gonna be out of bounds on the Red Knights, so a break for Delano right here. Judge for yourself. Did she go down on her own? Yeah, she just sort of tripped. Her right ankle kind of was off kilter, and she lost her balance and went down. Good call by the refs. Now Toole comes in, and she draws the foul with the nifty scoop hook. You know, Kareem Abdul had the sky hook, and that's sort of the low hook, right? The ground hook right there. It's kind of what reminded me. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, if you ever saw the Lakers back in the 80s, he would do a sky hook from that range, and this was the low hook, or the ground hook. I don't know. I got to come up with a better moniker, I guess. And there's a Much needed free throw made by Taylor Toole for the Delano Tigers. They're down 16, 14:47 to go. And if they're gonna get back in this, these free throws are critical. Makes them both. Now they've got the full court press. So there is a change in strategy following the halftime. They gotta press, they gotta force the issue. And now Pawkins breaks that press. Now Olivia Olson comes up. They're gonna call the foul. She gets it to go. My goodness. The three-point play by Olivia Olson. And that took all kinds of strength to get that ball up there. She had a hand on her forearm, actually on her shoulder, and still got that ball to go up there. What unbelievable strength by Olivia Olson to get that to go. And boy, things are just not going Delano's way here. They wanted to pull the upset. You need all the breaks to go your way here. And right now, it's quite the opposite so far. Still time left though. Olson though with that three-point play, 50 to 40, 31. That's a 49, 31, 18-point lead, largest of the night. Now driving, Champeau, Lexi. Ball rotation, good defense by the Red Knights. And again, their defense has been stellar. Drives. Nice ball rotation by Delano. They're an awesome team. That shot off the mark, and the rebound could have been over the back. Look at the athleticism of Friedley going up there to get that over the back and not getting the call. Watch this. Right there. Look at that. And not to get contact and to bend back like that. Wow. Now Toole. Delano. Underneath, nice look underneath, but the quick defense, and this time the foul is going to be called on Bishop as she came from the other side. And she hit the deck right here. I don't know. I didn't see the foul there, but where the referee is, and angles mean a lot. There's a reason why in horse racing, when it's a photo finish, they put the camera right on the finish line. Because if you're before the finish line or past the finish line at the track, it might look different, so who knows crosses the line. And same with basketball, right? The foul, you gotta have the right angle to see it accurately. And oftentimes you don't, which is why calls get missed sometimes, and it's honest misses. All right, now the free throw made by number 2, Grace Danielson. And the Tigers are gonna press, and they have to. Down 16, still time, but they need to generate some turnovers here. Now Watkins being pressured. Okay, so it's man-to-man full court. They're not doing a 2-2-1 zone trap or anything like that. Friedley from outside. That's just too good. 19-point lead now, largest of the night. Under 14 to go. Toole from short range can't get it to go, and that's what I'm talking about. Those shots need to go down if it's gonna be your night, especially on the road against the defending champions. And then things like that happen, and Olivia Olsen gets another three-point shot, and Delano can't believe it. They think it should be a charge. And they're not gonna get the call right there. And they have an argument. Was she set with her feet? 21-point lead now. And Olsen having another great night. She's averaging 23.8 on the year. I think she has nearly 10 already here in the second half, and that's exactly what the Tigers don't need. Still looking for a miracle here. They've got to get hot. They've got to shoot 80-90% from the field, I think, going forward to get back in this thing and get some turnovers to boot and make all their free throws. Down low. They're really a good team. They just don't have the talent. They have talent, don't get me wrong. They have lots of talent. It's just the Red Knights have unbelievable talent. And they work just as hard, and that is a hard combination to beat. Talent and hard work. Outside, they need one to go off the mark. Rebound loose. Najee with the rebound down. Bomb shot to Friedley. Didn't get it to go. Rebound. Kate Castor with the offensive rebound. Into the hands of Patilla. 22-point lead. My math right? It is. Patilla giving a little elbow room there. Outside. Oh, she passed that shot up. Watkins got there too quickly. Scared her into not taking it. Now looking down, 15 on the shot clock. Toole at the turnaround. Fade away, short of the rim. Friedley, the freshman. She's going to be around another 3 years. And Olsen way off the mark there. You know, it reminds me of golf. I'm not a great golfer, but when I do golf, if I hit it well off the drive, I never do my short game. And if my short game's going well, I'm not good off the... And Olivia Olsen was hot from long range in the first half, and she's been hot from and not hot from the short range. And in the second half, she's been hot from short range, but not as hot on that shot demonstrated from long range. I don't know if there's any comparison there, but it certainly feels like that. And that brings us to a timeout on the court. And there is head coach Scott Antle. His team has only lost one time all year long, but he hasn't faced the Red Knights all year either. Their only loss was to St. Peter, but clearly there is no give up in him or his team. Look at player number 33. That is Caitlin Champeau, the 8th grader. She is dialed in. Look at the intensity here. And there is still time if you're a Delano fan. There's some fans with Grace Danielson fans right there with their signs. Doesn't get cuter than that, does it? You got the family, you got the fans here, grandma, grandpa, cousins, brothers, sisters. Makes me nostalgic. All right, now the timeout over with. Delano with the ball, 12-11 to go. Winner goes to the state tournament. Loser starts looking for what they're gonna do in the spring. Danielson, we just saw, you can't make it up. We saw her fan club on the sideline. Following the timeout, she gets a much needed 3. Brilliant job by our producers, catching those 2, and then look at Nora. Danielson comes in with the 3. Couldn't be more poetic. Now Friedley from the outside. Off the rim, rebound, Olsen on the corner. Look at the behind the back pass to Najee. She drives the lane, puts it up off the rim, rebound, Delano. And now a little bit of an opening. They're down 19. Patilla looks to the sideline for direction from the coach. Now Toole triple teamed, and the defense by the Red Knights. What are you gonna do? Watkins, top of the key, drives the right side, gets turned back by Champeau. Good defense by Lexi Champeau. Now Friedley. Friedley, top of the key to Najee, stops, pops, good. And that's what I talk about when I say talent. That is just too good. What are you gonna do? 58-36, 22-point lead by the Red Knights. After tonight, if they get through this game, they're 3 from another state championship. Doesn't happen often that you repeat. Now the turnover, Olsen to Casper, back to Olsen, drives in, easy shot. Now Patilla gets it down to number 32, Cassie Wegman. Friedley. Watkins. Down low, Friedley, turnaround jump shot, in. More talent. 62-36. 10:06 to go. Nora Danielson, she had a 3. Watkins now, she's not gonna let her do that again. She's way out there to meet her. High pressure defense, just pressuring that perimeter. Underneath, Patilla gets it to go. That was talent right there for Delano. She had that ball underneath. I thought she was gonna pass it, and she went up high and got it to go. Now Friedley drives strong, and she was fouled. Was it before the shot? Nope, they're gonna call it a shooting foul. So that stops the clock with 9:32 to go. And she'll go to the line and shoot two right there. Oh yeah, Toole with the reach-in foul. There's Sydney Friedley. Friedley averages 11.3. That's gonna go up in the coming years, folks. She is a rising star on this Red Knights team. They're all rising stars, to be honest. Now Toole will step out on both teams. For high school kids, seniors gonna go on to other things. All right, now following the made shots. Huge lead for the Red Knights now, 9:24 to go. Tigers looking for some answers here. Yeah, look at the tenacious defense. Olsen comes in and they're gonna call the foul. It's gonna be called on Lexi Champeau, and now the floodgates are open, aren't they? The big red machine comes in and delivers off the glass and in and draws the foul. And look at that, her last home game of her career. And the Red Knight fan section is having their day here now. They're chanting. Lydia Olsen. I don't have real-time stats, but she's got to be in the 20s by now, approaching 30, I'm feeling. Now Patilla, front court. Almost down 30. Nora Danielson. There's a reach-in foul on Olsen. Let's see what that is for her. It's either her second or third. Her third personal. So if I'm Delano, I'm driving at Olivia Olsen. The only thing I would try to do is get her to foul out, and the way to do that is to drive her and just force her to foul you. And there's a nice drive by Patilla. She got through the foul. She'll go to the line and shoot two, which is what you want if you're a Tiger, right here. Look at that talent. Off-kiltered shot. And Najee got her on the forearm there, clearly. That'll be the 15th foul. And Patilla gets that to go. She averages 14.7 a game. And now checking in Kate Kastner for Presley Watkins. And Patilla will get her second shot. Down 27 now with 8:43 to go. They got the full court press on. Bishop now brings it in. She might have a lane. She's gonna take it all the way off the left side. Rebound. Friedley with the left-handed reverse layup on the rebound. 29-point lead. Underneath. Oh, I thought they were going for Danielson. She was open. She flashed, and it got through to her after it was deflected briefly by Najee, and Danielson gets that to go. 8:15 to go. Olsen with the left hand. Her short game is on point right now in the second half. She hasn't missed from close range in the second half that I can recall. Now Patilla from way outside off the back rim. Now down low. Nice ball rotation. I mean, Delano's a great team. They just don't have the size or the talent. I mean, they have tons of talent. They're just not as big, to be honest, as I look at it. Now Patilla can't get it to go. All that work to get there, and then you got to slow your momentum to be able to touch that off the glass. So difficult to do, especially in a high charge game like this. Now Olsen. Bishop, 7:14 to go. Friedley. Just love the way they rotate the ball. Look at the behind the, not the behind, in between her, what do you call that? In between the legs dribble? Jeez Louise. It's gonna be fun to watch Olivia Olsen we'll have an opportunity to watch her a lot. She's going to be in the Big Ten, see how she integrates into that big-time program. Look at that coming in. Right before, she dribbled it between her legs. She could be a point guard. And that's kind of where basketball is these days. I'm like 6'2 and a half, 6'2". I wanted to be a point guard, and they didn't want me to be a point guard. I had to play a wing. It was the 5'10 guy that got to play the point guard, but that rule is gone now. Anybody can play point guard. And again, there are our brackets, the Red Knights. We don't have the scores. They scored 103 in their first round win against Mount Westonka, and they took care of Academy of the Holy Angels. I think they won by at least 30, 40. And now they're here against Delano, and they're up by a same margin. So Mr. T was a character in a drama series in the 80s, and Mr. T would say, "I pity the fool." Well, I kind of pity the team that's gonna play the Red Knights in the first round of the state tournament, because it's pretty clear they're going to St. Paul or Minneapolis next weekend. And they get it to go. All right, now Delano, 7 to go. Lexi Champeau over to Patilla, comes in, back to Champeau from three-point land, and there it goes. Not nearly as intense of a defense on the perimeter though that time, I'll point out. So with plenty of room, she was able to get that to go. Now Olsen drives it, kicks it out to Bishop from three-point land, off the rim, rebound, Kastner underneath, puts it up. Little contact, but no call. And now that is Delano with it. Patilla, she is the quarterback of this team. Stops, pops, oh. And they have had so many in and outs, and it's just not your night. Now, interception by Patilla. Tool from outside, can't get it to go. Long rebound, Kastner chases it down in the corner. Now to Bishop, long inbounds, down low to Patilla, or to Olivia Olsen. And you know, you can take up a lot of ground with long passes like that, and that was executed, fast break, brilliantly by the Red Knights. Again, 30-point lead now, under 6 to go. These Red Knights have lost 5 games, and they all came in November and December. They haven't lost since December 22nd, and they may not lose for the rest of this year. And that would mean another state championship. And what a cherry on the top of the cake it would be for Olivia Olsen and these Red Knights for her career to go out with 2 state championships. And I think she was the goalie on the soccer team that won the state championship this year as well. So it's been a heck of a year for the Red Knights athletically, for girls especially. And that shot from the outside made by Taylor Toole. They're hanging in there with 5 minutes to go. Coming up, Bishop, and they're gonna call that on Lexi Champeau. That'll be the 16th foul. And the shot from the outside, Taylor Toole, heck of a player. A lot of talent on this floor by both teams. And Watkins able to fight for that inbounds pass. Now Patilla, she looks a little injured there. Just looking at her face, I wonder if she wasn't hurt on that inbounds pass. And now the turnaround by Bishop. Wow, this team is firing on all cylinders right now, the Red Knights. They are ready for state tournament, I would say. Just playing their best basketball of the year. Probably against the best competition they've seen all year, and they are up by 30. Well, not quite 30 anymore after that nice three from the corner by the Tigers. Number 33, 3 for 33, Caitlin Champeau. Just an 8th grader out there. Look at that shot. She was ready, in her wheelhouse, and good. Big time. And you know, during the timeout several moments ago, you could see her intensity there. She wasn't a starter, but she was engaged. And she looks like a rising star on the Delano team for sure, especially with that three. All right, Watkins almost got cornered as she crossed the timeline, able to survive that. Bishop lowers the shoulder, puts up the jump shot from the baseline, can't get it to go. Rebound, diving for it, loose. Kastner has it. Now back to the Bishop. 16 on the shot clock from way outside, short, off the rim. Rebound, Lexi Champeau into the hands of number 24, Abby Patilla. We've called her name all night long. She's the point guard. She's the quarterback of the Tigers. Now Lexi Champeau back to Patilla. Abby Patilla drives. Nice little move there into the lane. Well executed by Patilla, number 24. Now to the front court. That's Mirabelle Wismer. Watkins now. They're trying to sneak it away from her. Anything they can with 3:26 to go. They've cut the lead now to down to 21. It was at 30 at one point. Still a mountain to go though. And time running out. Olsen couldn't get it there fast. That pass was late and Delano intercepted it as a result. Good defense. Boy, can they cut it to less than 20 this trip down? Oh my goodness. Watch out. Oh, I was gonna say, can Olivia Olsen stuff it? Oh my gosh, that would have been unbelievable. I'll bet she can if she gets a running start. Okay, now on the near side. That would have brought the house down. Here it is, and an unfortunate pass by Caitlin Champeau there. And now a timeout on the court. Actually, I was wrong with my math. Right, 66, no, I was right with my math. It's 23-point differential now. For a second there, I wasn't sure. Math was never my strong point. I think I got through college with a remedial math class. That's all I had to take. Thank God. All right, timeout on the floor here, and not a lot to say, is there? There's your score. Number 2 ranked team in the state, Red Knights, proving it again. And what a great atmosphere here. If you weren't here, you should have been. It's really, really cool to feel how much energy there is in these high school events. You really can't beat it. It's hard to feel terrible when you're around all this talent and all this enthusiasm. All right, now following the timeout, throw in for Delano. That's Abby Patilla to Nora Danielson. Any relation to Leah? I wonder, Leah, is that somebody you know? All right, Leah, one of our producers, her last night tonight. We're gonna miss her dearly. Now Friedley, Kate Kastner. Watkins. Oh, look at that crossover dribble and the drive by Olivia Olsen, the All-American. She's got 2 minutes and 18 seconds left in her home court career here at the Red Knights. I don't know when she started around here, probably since 8th grade herself. So what is that, 9, 10, 11, 12? I have to count that on my hand, you know. That's 4 years, maybe 5. I don't know when she started here. I feel like I've been broadcasting her my whole life, which is a good thing. It's been an honor and a privilege. You don't get to see All-Americans play their whole career very often. Oh, Watkins. She's got Olsen coming in with the behind the back, and she goes down hard. And at some point, discretion might be the better part of valor. We need to keep her healthy if you're a Red Knight fan. We don't need any broken wrists here late in the year. Carl Anthony Towns, I heard, with the Wolves, just kind of tore his meniscus. You know, injuries can be devastating to the outcomes of seasons. Up by this much, you wonder if it's time to not risk injuries sometimes. Easy to say from my point of view. I wouldn't want to come out. And now that I think about it, if it's her last game, there's no way she's coming out, at least not to the last few seconds. I think it would be appropriate if they did have a timeout and let her come out and get a send-off from the home crowd for her last home game. That would be nice. We'll see. Now Najee in the front court, and nice poke check away by Patilla. And look at these players laying it all on the line. And here comes Olivia Olson, and that's it, folks. This is the last time she'll be on the court, home, and hugs on the sideline. You're watching a superstar right there. And a big thank you to Olivia Olson. Lots of good things coming in her future, as all these kids, there's good futures for all of them. And that's going to be a push. 1:24 to go. So we're not streaming this live, but we're going to be here on tape delay Saturday afternoon. The Red Knights in the semifinal against Richfield. The boys are going to be making their assault on a state tournament berth. They're ranked in the top 10 as well, so life is good for Red Knight fans all around in winter sports. Girls and boys hockey made runs almost to the state tournament. They got the section finals. The girls are going there. The boys are on their way there. Now Nora Danielson at the line. Rebound into the hands of Taylor Toole. She's getting double teamed out there. And we're gonna hang around after for the awards ceremony, so don't go away if you're watching this on tape delay. Well, we're live tonight. I didn't know that. We're streaming live on YouTube. Who knew? There you go. All right, now the throw in. And the interception by Friedley. 1:07 to go. Watkins into the front court, into the corner. And that checking in again, I'm sorry I missed that. That's Bella Yakub, number 10. And underneath, that is number 11 who checked in. That's Bella Stevenson-Shemek. Here she is, nice move there. Comes in and drew the foul. She'll go to the line, a clear foul on Abby Patilla. That's her second personal, team's 8th, so they're in the bonus, but that's a shooting foul regardless. And now checking in for the Red Knights for Kate Kastner, who had a great game, had a great season, but checking in for her, number 25, Ashley Scram, the junior. And now at the line in the section final, Stevenson-Shemek gets it to go. Big time lead for the Red Knights here. Delano gave them everything they had. And they played really well despite the outcome. It was a shot from the outside. Just the Red Knights, just too much. The big red machine, right? That definitely fits this year. 40 seconds to go. Friedley across the timeline. Now Friedley. Now we got chants by both student sections. Delano's chanting thank you seniors to the seniors on the team. Red Knights singing hey, hey, goodbye. Who sang that song? I can't remember the artist for that. All right, now here comes Taylor Toole. 3 seconds to go, trying to get one last shot for some points, and she gets it to go. A nice consolation for Taylor Toole with that 3, and the Red Knights have won the section tournament. They're going to the state tournament. And here's Taylor Toole with the 3-point shot. Toole, a senior, and she'll remember that for the rest of her life. On the road in a section final against one of the best girls basketball teams that they'll ever face. And there is your final, 83-64. But we're gonna be hanging around, is that right, Paul and Leah? Yes? Okay, we will be for the awards ceremony, and they're gonna hand out medals to the first place in the section Red Knights and the runner-ups Delano, and we're gonna be around to broadcast that to you, so don't go anywhere. They're gonna get the awards table out there right away. And the Red Knights celebrating on the sideline. They're heading back to the state for, I think for sure, the second year in a row because they're the defending champions. I can't remember if they got there 3 years ago. So I don't know, are we feeding the PA announcer, Paul, or not so much? I'm not sure, but I'll broadcast whatever I can. And they are announcing right.
The awards winning members of the administration from Delano Benilde-St. Margaret's School and also Delano High School. To the players, coaches, fans, and other fans, we salute you for your stellar performance and your support of the high school athletics throughout the entire season of this championship game. Members of the Delano Tigers, as your name is read, will you please come
So
forward
Delano
to
is going to end up the year 27-2, only their second loss of the year. And they had a heck of a year, and they're going to be back. That's a heck of an athletic community. And there is number 0, Lexi Champeau. She played her heart out tonight.
Number 2, Grace Danielson.
There is number 2, Grace Danielson.
Number 3, Cece Yannick.
And that is Cece Yannick. I know Cece. I'm good friends with her Uncle Tom, who's a colleague of mine.
Number 4,
She's an 8th grader. That is number 4, Mallory Suska, sophomore guard.
Number 5, Lainey Beeler.
Next, number 5, Lainey Beeler, sophomore guard. This is the future of Delano basketball. And number 10, that is Lillian Petty. She's a senior guard, her last year of basketball. And there's a familiar, Evelyn Oberding. I don't know if there's any relation. Mark Oberding was a famous Gopher in the 70s, I think. Mounds View. May have played in the pros, I think. And now number 12, we've talked about her a lot tonight, Taylor Toole. She had that nice 3 to end her career.
Number 14, Taylor Burscheid.
And now number 14, that is Taylor Burscheid, sophomore guard.
Senior number 20, Nora Danielson.
Now Nora Danielson, senior guard. She played really well in this game tonight and obviously emotional her last game.
Number 21, Addie Iverson.
And number 21, Addie Iverson, freshman, she'll be back.
Number 23, Maya Sievers.
And number 23, 8th grader, Maya Sievers, guard.
Number 24, Abby Patila.
And number 24, Abby Patila. She is the heart and soul of this team, as it appeared to me tonight.
Number 30, Rachel Wasserman.
Patila, just a sophomore. You'll be seeing her again. And that is number 30, Rachel Wasserman, a freshman, forward. And number 32, Cassie Wagman. She averaged 9.4 this year, points per game. She's a sophomore. She'll be back. And number 33, Caitlin Champeau. We talked about her at halftime. That's a tenacious young woman. She'll be back. Sister likely of Les Champeau, a sophomore, now injured. It's number 34, Sydney Schmidt. She's a senior guard. And then number 35, Caitlin Nielsen, the sophomore guard. And student managers, that is Raylene Jacola.
And student manager, Courtney Loken.
And student manager, Courtney Loken. Just as an integral part of the team, the student managers. And here is the 3A runner-up trophy to Delano Tigers. Heck of a year, folks. 28-2 on the year. Think about that. Lot to be proud of. Obviously, not how they wanted things to go tonight. And now for your repeat champions, the Benilde-St. Margaret Red Knights.
Number 0, Harper Stevenson Schmidt.
And number 0 is Harper Stevenson Schmidt, the sophomore, obviously not dressed tonight. And here's the All-American Olivia Olson. She goes without introduction. She's got some work to do, though. She wants that state tournament hardware. And there's number 2, Zada Jenkins. just an 8th grader. She got some minutes this year. And here is Sydney Friedley, starting freshman, number 4. If you've listened to me, I've spoken highly of her. She is a rising star. And now Zahara Bishop, number 5, the junior. She averages 16 points a game this year. Heading to the state tournament. And here is Bella Yakub. She played some critical minutes in some games down the stretch. Junior, she'll be back next year. And now number 11, Bella Stevenson-Schmidt. She got some minutes late. She'll be back next year, just a junior. And now Sailor Friedley, the sister of Sydney. And Presley Watkins, another starting freshman for the Red Knights, averaging 9.5 a game this season. She'll be starting in the state tournament. And here is Mirabelle Wismer, sophomore. She's their 6th, she's the 6th person off the bench. She's their go-to off the bench, critical. And that is Sammy Guerin. She's number 20, not dressed tonight, must be injured. Now 21, Ada Parker, a freshman. Number 22, junior, Audrey Pohl.
Number 23, Ellie Porish.
23, Eleanor Porish, the sophomore.
Number 25, Ashley Scram.
Number 25, Ashley Scram, the junior. She played some critical minutes in the last several games. I've been honored to watch and broadcast. And here, Kendall McGee. How good would this team be if she was playing this year?
Number 33, Kate Kempsner.
And Kate Kastner, averaging 7.7 junior, but boy, her rebounds and her presence on the low post is huge. And then Najee, Josephine Najee, what a great athlete she is. I compared her to J.J. Jefferson, and here are student managers, Aspen Franklin.
And student manager, Kate Meyer.
And Kate Meyer, student manager. They do all the things behind the scenes that make the machine go. And here it is, the Section 6 3A Championship Trophy, Red Knights. What do they say in American Idol? You're going to Hollywood, you're going to the state tournament, Red Knights. And there's the proof. You've got the hardware. There's Olivia Olson with it. And they're going, I don't know where they play these things. Minneapolis, St. Paul, both places, I think. But it's not going to be here. And there is our final score in this Section 6 AAA final. So for Paul Broden and Leah Danielson on her last night, we're going to miss her. And everyone connected with ParkTV 16 Sports. My name is Robert Christensen. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you again.